It's 89.7 The River, Judah and the Lion. Long Dark Night, 7-Eleven on the Morning Fiasco. It's Jake, it's Elise, it's us, it's you. Thanks for tuning. Oh, hold on.
How dare you?
Listen.
How dare you, Jake Ryan, not turn my microphone on?
First of all, A, it's early.
It is early, yes.
B, it's cold.
Yeah, it's real cold.
Car started today. This is fantastic news. Did you plug it in?
I had to jump it a little bit.
Have you ever been a plug-in car person?
No, I've never plugged my car.
I remember when we lived in North Dakota.
Right.
My dad used to plug the car in at night to keep the engine block warm.
Was it diesel?
No.
It was gas?
Yeah.
I guess I'm not privy to that. Like diesel, yeah, I get.
Yeah. You can plug cars in to keep them. Yeah.
I didn't realize you could plug gas cars in.
We did not have a diesel. One was a Datsun 510 and the other was a Gremlin. So I'm pretty sure neither one of those. Two were not. Neither one of those was diesel. Well, in fact, the Gremlin, you didn't even need a key to start.
Really?
Oh no, yeah.
Was it one of those clap-ons?
No, it was the ignition broke, so my dad just rigged it so you could just start it without a key.
Nice.
Yeah. And also, like, let's be honest, if that thing got stolen, it was like, oh crap, can we have the insurance money for it now?
Insurance money, please.
Yeah. If you don't know what an AMC Gremlin is,
look it up.
Oh, Google it.
You're gonna want it.
It's basically like a really nice Pinto, right? It's a Pinto.
Wow.
Because a Pinto, if you hit it, it would explode. Right? That was the joke that was a joke about those things. In fact, if you've seen the movie Top Secret, there's a Pinto in that movie where it just barely goes ding, and it explodes, and then Chocolate Mousse says, "Gotta hand it to the Germans. They make great cars."
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Val Kilmer's one of his first, by the way.
Oh yeah. Wow. Would you rather? Okay, top 3 cars: Pinto, Gremlin, Saab. Which one are you driving?
What year?
All the same year. It doesn't matter. Let's go with 90. 1990.
There's no 1990 Gremlin. There's no 1990 Pinto. Oh, my high school girlfriend had a Pinto.
Yeah?
Yeah. Those cars all smelled the same. Like they had that really thin carpet, whatever it was, and it baked in the sun.
I love that.
And then it smelled the same no matter what time of the year it was.
Yeah.
Like it just smelled old.
Our band RV has that problem.
Yes.
And I love it.
You
it's
love
like
it?
nostalgic to me. Isn't
no,
it weird?
It's the worst.
But do you like the smell of gas?
Do I like the smell of gas?
Do you like the smell of gas?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I mean, I did when I was a 7-year-old exploring Minot Air Force Base, and I was like,
oh, yeah.
I would go behind the high school and be like, man, I don't know what it was. Some sort of diesel generator.
Yeah. I don't know about diesel.
I'd ride my bike back there, I'd be like, this is the greatest smell, and then I'd go get a hot dog from the concession stand.
Wow, see, nostalgic there.
I used all my piggy bank money to buy hot dogs from the baseball concession stand.
Aww.
I didn't play because I started to play t-ball, and I got hit in the back of the head with a ball.
And that was the end
of
that.
I was like, I'm good. You know where I don't get hit in the back of the head? Playing soccer.
Oh, you just shatter your face and ankle in that.
So yeah, but that was down the road.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Jake did do that. That did happen to Jake. No, I wasn't saying that you're going to do that if you play soccer.
I love baseball, so that's the irony is that I didn't play after I got hit in the head, but I
You love baseball.
I do, yeah. It's
something.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good with this. I don't need to be hit in the head.
You know, what's that? Once bit, twice shy. Once bit,
the Poison song?
Shy? Is that? That was actually about T-ball. It was the craziest thing.
Was it really?
Yeah. Wow.
I would have had no idea. No idea.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so it's cold. Apparently, some indoor activities lately have involved plastic surgery. Let's just go.
Oh?
We'll go broad.
Okay.
Men, for some reason, are injecting their faces with bone-like filler.
Why, guys?
For chiseled face. I'm telling you, you go outside right now and you just freeze you could just chip away the skin that you don't like.
Just freeze that fat right off.
Yeah.
What's that? Sonabella or whatever that does that?
Sonabella?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Freeze it right off.
Absolutely.
You just walk outside. Don't do that.
Anyway. I've got a little bit of I've got some frostbite on my toes. I can't even feel my toes.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. That's Mr. Deeds.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What else can we reference this morning?
I'm sure we'll find more. We're a little chaotic, but it's the best part
Absolutely.
ever. Okay, tell me about this. Men are shooting injector in their face.
So apparently, millennial, Gen X, and baby boomer men. That pretty much covers the spectrum, doesn't it? Of people that are older, injecting their jawlines with bone-like filler for chiseled faces. So they can look like heartthrobs like Henry Cavill and John Hamm and Matt Rife. and Jacob. Who's Jacob Elordi?
Jacob Elordi. Let me look.
I feel like Matt Rife looks like he's had a lot of work. I mean, he's a funny guy, but he does look like he's had some plastic surgery.
He has. Because he got his teeth fixed and his jaw and everything. Okay, so they like a good square face on a man.
Yeah, they want to look refreshed so they don't get weird looks in meetings, says one nurse practitioner. What would a nurse practitioner know about being in meetings? They don't have meetings. Come on.
Yeah, come on, nurse practitioner.
So the expert notes, men in the range of 30 to 40 are at the ascent of their careers, in the height of their income earning years. They're looking to enhance the masculine looks they had in their 20s. Men in their 40s, 50s, and older are not only trying to stay competitive in the workforce, but also trying to make their outside look as good as they feel on the inside.
That's fair, because I still feel like I'm 23.
Yeah.
So I get it. But there's also this holistic thing happening, and this is actually, there's science behind this as well. Science. So they're finding that at night a lot of people now are starting to tape their mouth closed,
right? So they can breathe through their nose.
And what that does is that actually does affect the structure of the face. And so people are finding now, when they start taping their mouths closed, that they're actually getting a more defined jawline.
Why is that?
Because think of the way that your everything is like put together in your skull. The nasal cavity is connected to basically your
thigh bone connected to the wing bone. Yeah,
pretty much.
You. Yeah.
So when you tape your mouth shut, it doesn't let that get loose. So it keeps everything up where it should be, training your body to breathe properly.
Oh.
And in doing so, it actually like puts everything back where it should be.
Tightens your muscles.
Tightens your muscles a little bit. But then again, anybody will do anything to not go to the gym. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Riley and I were just discussing that yesterday.
Yeah.
She's like, as all the marvels of science, why can't I just lose weight by just thinking about it? Isn't there a chip or something you can put in me?
I mean, I don't know how deep are we getting into manifestation.
And I just told her, just Ozempic, baby. That's, right?
Yeah, I don't know about no. For Riley, she's so small.
It was a joke.
You up? We are. Morning Fiasco on the cutting edge of rock. 89.7 The River.
Good morning, everybody. That would be amazing, though. What kind of brain chip would you put in your head? Like, I would like an app on your phone, like, oh, I'm hungry. No, I'm not.
Yeah. When I'm feeling hungry, I just eat. Have you ever received a package with styrofoam peanuts that are biodegradable?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just eat those.
Oh, okay, there you go.
They're healthy.
There was this one Reddit story I stumbled upon.
Yes. Sorry, I tripped.
I know, it was so scary. So I was so basically this guy was trying to help his girlfriend lose weight, and when he started,
she was a chunky monkey.
Well, because when they started dating, this is him writing in, by the way.
Of course it is.
So when they started dating,
she had a thigh gap.
She did not have a thigh gap. She was he said a little bigger than she liked to be. Oh, hi guys. A little bigger than she liked to be.
That's where the water main break is.
Oh, there's a water main break?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah, it's not good because it's pretty close to our ceiling.
It's right there. And then it goes that way.
Stop it.
No, they're not looking. Anyway, so he started putting sawdust in her food. So anyway, she was a little bigger, started going to the gym. She lost some weight. She started feeling more confident.
I just started putting like windshield wiper fluid in their Gatorade.
There you go.
Antifreeze,
Michelle, I hope you're watching. But anyway,
you've seen that, right? Where they started putting antifreeze in the Gatorade, and they're like, because we couldn't explain their sickness. Turns out they were being poisoned. Like, yeah.
I love a true crime. That's normally how the women
I have been sick
it.
since Michelle moved in.
Michelle!
I'm just kidding. I haven't been sick. I've just had pain.
Well,
it's because she beats me up at night.
When was the last time you had toxicology done?
Stop it.
Anyway, so this guy, okay, so she loses weight, then she gets busy at work and stress and a little bit of depression and stuff. So she kind of starts putting, like he said, 5-10 pounds back on.
Oh my gosh, unacceptable.
And so he's like, so what I started doing was supplementing some of her food with sawdust. Because he's like, no calorie and it's just a filler.
Because wood filler.
Yeah, and so
it's a sick individual.
It's a sick individual that'll mess with someone's food like that. And then everyone on there is like, why would you do that? And he said, well, that's like the filler that they put into food anyway. And so then a doctor hops in the thread, and this is what I appreciated the most. And he was like, that is the most dumbed down version that people will describe it as. It's not actual sawdust that's going in there. We call it sawdust that's in food because it's just a filler that just adds volume to stuff. It's not literal sawdust.
Who's decided to call it sawdust?
I think back in the day, like before regulations,
right,
it was sawdust.
Oh, they put sawdust in food and coke in cocaine.
Yes, back when life was good. Back when life was good.
All right.
Good morning, guys.
How's everybody doing?
Phil says, yay, this is where I need you every morning. Oh.
We were on Facebook Monday.
Sorry about that. We thought
we would be tagging somebody, but we didn't.
They were still tagged in the video.
I know.
But what's up, guys? How are you? Okay, I need to get celebrity birthdays done. Do you guys have any birthdays? No Facebook on here. Fair enough. Good morning, Tony. Chris, good morning. Rick Barnes. Aaliyah, Sarah, Lori, Phil. Good morning, everybody. Sarah's brothers, Sarah from the Cam Crew.
My crotch is on fire.
That's not good. Sarah from the Cam Crew is saying happy birthday to...
Why are you sounding this out?
TJ. Because my brain couldn't form the correct words.
Oh.
So these aren't working well today. But I feel like
your head?
My fingers aren't working well today.
Oh, well, that's not good.
I feel like my talker's pretty all right.
Well, we'll see about that.
We'll see. Celebrity birthdays on... What day is today? February 19th.
Oh, I'm so itchy! I need it to be summer.
Do you put lotion on? You're a straight male, so I'm guessing the answer is no. Because for some reason...
I have lotion.
Do you put it on?
I do.
Daily?
Sometimes.
Daily after you shower?
Not today, because it's all steamy in there, and I'm trying to get dry. No.
Yeah.
I don't put lotion on my wet skin.
Well, put it on your wet skin, let it sit for a second, and then you can towel it off.
No.
And then,
I'll figure it out. I need to buy some new lotion.
What is it? Okay. What is it about straight white men?
I have no problems with lotion. I don't care. But I also wash my butt and don't think, oh, am I gay for touching my butt?
Oh, I didn't think that at all.
No, I'm talking about that's what Nelson used to say all the
time.
I think he really has fears.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Maybe.
I don't care about that. I'll be a metrosexual or whatever you want to call me. Right. I don't care. I'll use lotion. I'll use hair product. I don't care.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
But for some reason,
I'm itchy.
I will say that adult men don't like that feeling.
It's 89.7 The River Music from Wage War. It's called Blur. 7:25 here on the Morning Fiasco. What were you saying?
Okay, so here's the thing. Jake's like, oh, I'm all itchy. And I said, Jake, well, did you put lotion on?
I'm glad that you went there first instead of, is it the meth?
Is it the meth? Is it the meth that you've been doing wake up at 4 a.m.?
You'll notice my teeth are in working order.
Right, yes. So then I pointed out the fact that I feel as though grown men, specifically white men, I will say,
I believe you said straight white male.
Straight white men.
Yes.
Because, that's the category, I will say.
Yeah.
Do not like lotion. They do not like the feeling of lotion. They do not put lotion on. And I want to know...
I don't have a problem with lotion. I'm just telling you, in the morning, when I get out of the shower, and I've got to be here, right? So I'm not thinking about, I should really lotion up. Because what I'm thinking is I need to go to the laundry room and get my clothes, get dressed, start my car so I don't freeze my ass off when I get in there, and then get in the car.
Okay.
I don't have time. I don't usually have time. It's not processing through my head to go, okay, what else do I need today? Some lip balm. I don't lotion. I need to buy some new lotion.
Okay.
Because the old pump lotion that I have, where you can just go squirt, squirt.
Yeah.
It's so old that it gets.
It's so old.
It is because I bought. Look, I like to go to the clubs. Okay. And I'm not talking about the dance clubs. I'm talking about the shoppers clubs.
Okay. Yes.
Costco,
yes.
Sam's. Okay.
Absolutely.
So when I buy lotion, it's excessive.
Yeah. See,
okay, an excessive amount of lotion, and if I'm the only one using it, and lotion has to expire. There's no expiration date on it.
For sure, that expires.
But after a while, trust me, the lotion is like you're like that. What is this? Is this gasoline?
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell.
Yeah, you need to throw it away.
I know. I'm getting there.
Okay, sorry.
But I have not bought new lotion yet.
Okay.
I don't like lotion that is overly girly smelling.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
And when I say girly, I don't want fruit smelling lotion.
No, you don't want that.
Okay.
I don't want that for you.
I need some sort of musky smelling, like not musk, but you know what I'm talking about. Some man smelling lotion. Okay. The stuff I have that is old is that type of lotion.
It's like the manly smelling lotion.
It's got a little cologne scent to it or whatever.
Okay.
But it's old.
Yeah.
So when I do like, I should take a couple pumps of that, it has gotten hardened at the end, and it goes, and then it looks like something about married all over the wall.
Oh my gosh!
Right? So I need to get rid of that. I need to get new lotion.
Right.
Okay. My mom, God bless her heart, she bought me this canister of lotion, but my mom and my sisters used to go to the Queen store, the horse store, and buy hoof salve for their nails.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of lotion it is.
Oh,
it's like,
was it bag balm?
Yeah, it literally is for cow udders or something.
Yeah, bag balm.
Yeah. Okay. But so it smells. It stinks.
I don't like that smell.
That's the only good lotion I have right now. So yes, I don't use it because I don't want that smell.
That's fair. Okay.
And so I haven't. I know I could go to Amazon. I could click buy now, and I could get some shipped to my house. But I have not done that.
Okay.
So yes, I'm a little itchy because it's cold and it's wintertime and it's dry.
Yeah, that's why we need lotion.
Yes. Now I don't have. But I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
But you think that guys my age or guys in general have a problem with lotion? I don't think that's true.
I think I don't know, because I feel as though anytime I've been in a relationship with someone, unless they were putting it on tattoos, like it wasn't going on, and then it was like itchy legs or itchy wherever, and it's like, do you want lotion?
They had a dry weenus.
The elbows, yes, indeed.
That's what a weenus is, boys.
That is what a weenus is.
It's the skin on your elbows.
I had to put my brain back in junior high.
I think as a kid, we did not think a weenus was on your elbow.
No, we did not.
Yeah,
we did not. What about a non-scented lotion? Can we interest you in that?
My friend, I'm telling you, I just need to go get lotion. That's all.
Okay.
I'm not against it.
Okay.
I'm not even partly against it.
Okay.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want moisturized weenuses.
Yeah.
I want to feel no itch in my life.
You want to have that glowing skin.
Yes.
Summer's upon us. Now's the time to hydrate.
Summer's upon us. Yeah. 4 below right now, 3 for the high, scattered flurries. It's going to be cold, although next week we're into the 50s. So, woohoo! There's always that, and that's what it's all about, my friends.
Okay.
Done it again.
Sarah, do you have to make your own like body butters? Because I feel like
Stop it with that body butter. Body butter, another gross term. Body butter.
It's different.
It reminds me of urinal butter. Do you know what urinal butter is?
Oh, no. I mean, yes, but no. I don't like urinal.
Urinal butter is the accumulation of piss. So it doesn't matter how many moisturized weenuses you have if you've got urinal butter. Where did you get that body butter? Oh, actually, it's urinal butter.
You could make a whole thing.
You'd be like, oh, why do you smell like Teddy Miller? Teddy Miller was the kid whose clothes always smelled like piss in elementary school.
Oh,
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh wow, this devolved.
It's not evolving, that's for sure.
Gahork. Okay.
That's bigamy. No, that's bigamy.
What were we even talking about?
Body butter.
Okay, so body butter is like shea butter based, whereas lotion is water based.
Just stop. We'll just do this on the air.
Okay.
This is why we can't. The cams ruin those spur of the moment conversations.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they ruin it, but
no, we talk to each other. We just need to sit in silence between.
We do. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I heard you come again. Chris Morton's telling me to get Jergens.
Yeah, there you go. I use CeraVe because I have my skin's prone to chicken skin on the back of my arm, so I have to use CeraVe, and that takes care of it.
Sarah, I know body butter wouldn't have come up.
Oh my goodness. Meow.
Riley right now has a foster kitty that only has 3 legs. She had to have her leg amputated.
That is so cute.
I'm still waiting for me to
I feel like that would be tough. Foster cats would be tough. Integrating.
Yeah. Let's check your traffic. Accident reported 192nd and Q. Slow traffic reported as well. Westbound Dodge. Now that one just went away. So it might be true. It might not be true. Eastbound Dodge is filling in. The good news is that them kids ain't out there screwing things up. No school, obviously, or late starts for lots of people. And that gets those troublesome spots off the road. What else is we looking at? JFK. It is full, but it is moving, so that's good news. Where else are we at? That's JFK. This is I-480. Yeah, everything mostly is good as of right now. Again, it's still early, 7:33 here on the Morning Fiasco. Sarah on the cams, by the way, you can watch this morning if you want to tune in there, youtube.com/897 The River. Sarah says she's allergic to petroleum.
Yeah, she said she was allergic, so she has to be careful with her lotions.
Yeah, so you thought you'd bring up the term body butter.
Which just nauseated you.
It's a disgusting term.
Then you brought up urinal butter.
Right, because that's what it reminds me of.
And then that made me throw up.
So my brother's friend Matt in high school, they were finishing off their basement for Matt to live in.
Right.
And Matt wanted to put a urinal in to his bathroom downstairs because, he was a 16-year-old kid. And he's like, I want a urinal as well as a toilet.
Of course.
And his dad was like, you can't because urinal butter. And that just, right?
Man, that's a terrible term.
Right.
That's a horrific term.
What's worse, urinal butter or truffle butter? So anyway, Sarah, back to your conversation. Do you make your own body butter? That's just a gross term, body butter.
Body butter, but
it sounds like the ooze from eating too much lard and fats.
It's made from butter. Like shea butter is the base, so it's thicker, and you don't need as much.
Some people have body butter coming out their pores.
Well, if you enjoy your butter,
I like butter.
Ugh,
I had a dog once. She loved butter. She would eat it right off the table, and her coat was so shiny.
Yeah, I'll make a shiny coat. I'll make a shiny coat. No.
I have a Google Pixel, by the way.
Your cell phone?
I don't have an iPhone. Yeah, it's a Google Pixel. And it probably needs to be replaced, but it's working fine as of right now. And as I say that, it'll probably stop functioning correctly. But a Google Pixel owner was embarrassed after accidentally triggering the emergency SOS tool on his device when half asleep.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, he's a nude sleeper. Goes by the name Assistance Pretend 668 on Reddit. Sent a video accidentally of his bare crotch to his closest contacts. Mom, Delete that photo.
Oh my God.
Look at you. Look at you, assistants pretend 668. You've all grows up.
Oh my gosh. Wait. What?
It's called emergency SOS. Basically, if you hit parts of your phone, it will. There's a little switch, right? That if you hit the toggle, it turns it on, and all of a sudden, you turn it on, and you're screwed. If you accidentally. So first of all, don't sleep with your phone. Put that stuff on the nightstand.
Yeah.
All right.
Step one.
Yeah. You can turn it off. Okay. If you've got a Pixel, here's how you do it.
Right.
You open the settings app. You press safety and emergency, and then emergency SOS. And then under how it works, you press the settings icon. That's the little cog wheel, right? And then you push turn off. So.
Okay. So just to avoid, are you going to do that? Did you do that?
Mine is turned off. I never turned it on.
Okay. That's good.
There are some times where you accidentally hit a button and it'll be like, make emergency call. Like, no, don't do that.
Why are they so worried about your emergencies over there?
They just want you to be safe.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In case of attacks of body butter.
Gross.
Get some toast out. It's time to butter it.
Oh. Ew.
Kevin Spacey told Guy Pearce to grow up.
Guy Pearce. Why do I know? I have to Google that one.
He says you're not a victim.
Guy Pearce. Oh. Oh.
What's up? Hello? What's going on?
Hey, I was just going to ask the conversation really quick, but I just wanted to say, try Bath and Body Works. They got, like, the best lotion and, like, ever, and they, like, got cologne and body spray that go with it, and it's for men, so.
Okay. Elise is shaking her head. She does not agree with you.
It's just really smelly. I don't like a lot of scents.
Yeah, she has an aversion to scents.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. They do have some good stuff. I've checked it out before. I'm not gonna poo-poo your idea.
Okay, thank you guys.
All right, man. Take it easy. Stay moisturized.
Stay moisturized. I would just hate for me to walk in here on this tiny, 10 by 10 room, and then all of a sudden it's just. I don't think you would though. You don't strike me as a person that would overdo it with the scents.
I hate people that overdo the scents.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Why? Oh, I know why. Because I had to do some doctoring this morning. Doctor! You put the lime in the coconut and take it all around. You put the lime in the coconut.
Practical magic. That's what makes me
think
think
of.
of.
Doctor! Oh.
What happened? Oh.
What do you mean?
After you said that, I was like, well, what happened? And then I had to look up the Guy Pearce thing.
Yeah, he said he was molested.
Yeah.
Or not, whatever.
Yeah.
He said he was something. What about Gain? Do you like the scent of Gain?
I do like the scent of Gain.
Good. I've got some Febreze back here that smells like Gain.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
I put it in here like 2 months ago. It's right there. It's right here.
That's good to know, because after.
Sometimes you get off your chair and you've been farting in the room.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Sometimes.
The good news is these are leather chairs, not cloth chairs. Cloth chairs in a radio studio, bad idea.
Really?
Bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
DJs fart.
Oh.
Yep.
I guess if you're alone.
I'll never forget when I was in the peak of my afternoon show.
Uh-huh.
I was in here by myself. That was not the peak, obviously. The peak was when I had a producer. I was in here by myself, and I was doing a lot. Mm-hmm. Like night times, doing athletics. Like, it was exhausting.
Right.
And so, needless to say, my bowels weren't. I don't like to poop at work.
Okay.
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 It's not something I like to do.
Okay.
So anyway, I would wait till I got home.
Okay. Yeah.
And we used to go out to eat every day. Me and Dan, the salesman, and students.
Yeah.
We'd go down to the mall, to the food court.
Oh yeah.
They had Charlie's, they had Sbarro, they had
that's just right there.
Arby's.
Very
they had
convenient.
there was all sorts of choices.
Yeah.
There was a Euro place.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I cooked up some sense. And I'll never forget, Sophia came in here one day as I was doing all of the stuff I was doing and was like, "Oh, it smells in here." I'm like, "That's because I'm doing everything." And I lost it. Like, don't come in my studio when it's my time and then tell me I smell. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Lady.
It wasn't like I didn't shower. Like,
right.
That wasn't the issue. The issue was I had
you were
gas.
farting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go across the hall, take a poop at work when there's a whole bunch of students here that'll be like, "Oh my God, Jake dropped one he blew the bathroom up today." That's not what I want.
Oh, well,
I don't want to be. You know what? There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Which is not completely true because there is an old locker room that I used to go into because nobody ever used it.
Yeah.
And so I would go in there when my office was over by TV.
Oh, that's kind of convenient.
That was when I was working in athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
And there is a bathroom in the hallway you can lock, but people always are going to it and they're always pulling on the door.
Yeah. And it's like, nope.
And it's like,
move on, buddy.
I'll tell you what, if I walked out of there and you were waiting, you should not go in there. Okay? This one girl did. And I just watched. I was like, "Oh, that's going to be bad news." Anyway, she walked in, walked right back out.
Yep.
I was like, "You should have let it breathe for a while." Please.
Cheese.
It did not smell like cheese.
Cheese. Gross.
I think we're going to come out of Bobby socks, okay? We're going to get rid of this one.
Okay.
Not that I don't like it. Oh, you know what? I know what we're going to do with that. What? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, we'll adjust that.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about in a minute?
Oh, let's see here.
Do you want to talk about who is someone you're ashamed to be attracted to?
Yeah, that's fun.
I can't think of anybody that I'm ashamed.
I feel like let's ooh, okay, can I come up with anyone? I feel like yeah. Okay. Who are you guys ashamed that you're attracted to? I have one. This is good.
You do?
Yeah.
I can't think of. I think I'm a pretty standard be attracted to guy.
Yeah. Mine is it's good. Okay. I think I got a good one.
Okay. All right. Let's turn this into the 750.
Okay.
Okay?
You got it.
So let's talk about it here, but let's turn it into 750.
Okay.
89.7 The River, Bobby Socks. Different than business socks, by the way. Green Day at 7:45 here on the Morning Fiasco with Jake and Elise. It is a Wednesday, February 19th. We got an interview coming up at 8:20 with a woman who is she's seen a lot of dark things and heard a lot of dark things and reported on a lot of dark things. Dr. Rachel Tolles will join us. If you were at the Astro last year when she was here, the psychology of a murderer. If you're into true crime and that kind of thing, this will be for you. Again, that's 8:20 today on the Morning Fiasco.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Wow, I didn't think you'd go there with me. Elise, think about this because I want to talk about this with you. Is there a person, or I guess is there a noun? Is there a person, place, or thing that you are ashamed to be attracted to? And ashamed might be I don't know, a pretty, I don't know if ashamed is the word we want to use because that seems like, is there, do you have a guilty pleasure, I guess would be.
Yes.
Right? I guess that's ashamed, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's called a guilty pleasure. You're ashamed to admit it.
I am ashamed.
Well, hold on to it. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on to it. I want to know. I want people to think about it. The number in is 712-328-8970. Cams, I want you to think about it as well. Is there something or someone that you are, like, if it's Nickelback, I get it. Okay, you're attracted to him. I don't know what's wrong with Nickelback. I know it's cool.
That's fair. Some people like them.
It's cool to hate them.
Yeah.
So I guess whatever. But like something like that. Is there a band that you're like, I actually love that band?
No, there's one person in mind.
A person, okay.
There's one
got a
person. I have a person.
Is there a
in
person?
Mind.
Is there a band? Is there a food? Whatever it is, we want to know about it. 712-328-8970. We'll talk all about it coming up after music from the Chili Peppers and this one from the Funeral Portrait. It's Suffocate City. It's 89.7 The River.
That ended up being more of a teaser than I anticipated it being, and it's that was excellent. Turn it into okay.
I want you to sit on it.
Yeah, this is good. That's funny because right when you said Nickelback, I know you didn't look at the.
I don't.
But Sarah said Chad from Nickelback.
Oh, what? Freaking Sarah and her body butter and Chad Kroeger.
That's hilarious.
What song from this band could I use as instead of the one that's listed? Since I already said it. This one? Probably this one. No. Yes, I think that's where we're going.
Oh, there you go. That's more of a sassy song from them.
Welcome to Suffocate.
Okay,
City.
a lot of people on this list are women, so we need some men to chime in. Men, who are you? They can be cartoon characters. They can be. Which Disney princess?
Jessica Rabbit's too chesty for me.
Jessica Rabbit.
Welcome to Suffocate City.
There's some good ones here.
Guys, we're watching a documentary about Masters of the Universe, by the way.
Oh.
They ran out of money for tooling, which is why all the bad guys had the same lower body.
Wait, what? What'd you just say?
They ran out of money for their tooling when they were tooling the action figures.
Yeah.
They ran out of money, so that's why all the bad guys had the same lower half.
Oh. I feel like that happens a lot. Like, I've been watching a lot of documentaries on toy making. I haven't. Jordan has. Ergo, I have.
Ergo. Que bueno. And? Were you done?
Yeah, they just do that a lot. Yeah. Like, when they run out of money or they need to cut costs, they just, like, refabricate.
Well, like, look at what Disney does to expedite things. They use the same scenes. Does that? I mean, you've seen that before, right? Where they use like
the same background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your mind.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. Digga 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 digga.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Here, the story of PlayStation. What a band good if I get to my head. I am what I am. Most mother don't give a damn. I'll be your man. Yeah. Most mother don't give a damn.
That's hilarious.
me, you can't hurt me. Suck my kiss. With this dirty. Your mouth was made to suck my kiss. The best betting experience, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Log on now and bet, bet, bet. Spend your life savings. You could hit it rich. That you wanted to.
Oh, goodness.
Amarillo by morning, on down to San Antone. Yeah. I like this other one too. If you could go back to high school, what is one thing you would do differently?
Oh, I just probably graduate early.
I think I would. I think I would know
option.
not to give a crap.
Yeah.
About anything that people thought, because it doesn't. Because those people don't matter.
Oh no, that was like parenting 101 with my parents. Was like they drilled that into us. Is that like this?
Well,
is
your
a
parents
blip?
are smarter than my parents.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I was just saying that my parents drilled that into us. That this is a blip. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
And then the crazy part was like by the time I entered high school and I just didn't care about what people thought anymore.
Think about your future more than you're thinking about your present in high school.
I would tell myself to focus on what I actually like instead of trying to make everybody else happy.
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
These are some good ones.
With this.
Great job, everyone.
'89.7 The River, music from the Chili Peppers and Suck My Kiss off of Blood Sugar Sex Magic. That's when they started to sell out. That's when they got rumble. Good morning. It is the Morning Fiasco. I'm Jake. She's Elise.
Hi, good morning.
The question posed, what is something, someone, what is even a food? What is something you're afraid or ashamed to admit to? Who is somebody you got a crush on? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love pimento cheese dip. I don't care what you say.
Wow.
Right? I'll go buy a tub of that myself.
Okay.
Sit there with Ritz crackers and eat the whole damn thing.
There you go.
Why am I so constipated?
That might be the reason.
Okay, what is it? You were gonna admit it before. I want to hear what it is now.
So when you asked earlier who's someone that you're ashamed to say that you're attracted to, my biggest shame is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Really?
Jimmy
the quarterback?
Garoppolo. Yeah, because he is
Jimmy G?
He is so hot.
Oh God.
He is incredibly hot. He's a good-looking guy. He's a man's man. Did you
Google
done.
Jimmy Garoppolo nude? How'd you get that picture?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. YouTube.com 89.7 The River. Jimmy Garoppolo, the reason being is, so I had a crush on Jimmy Garoppolo back when he was with the 49ers. Oh. Like years and years
not
and years
even
ago.
Not even when he was with the Patriots.
When I was in my single days, and I followed Jimmy Garoppolo.
Like around the country you did?
Yeah, I followed him.
Stalker.
No, I followed him on Instagram, and then I saw him on Raya. And I was like, oh, this is really fun, whatever. Like, that's crazy. Jimmy Garoppolo's up here on Raya. And I'm probably not supposed to say who's on it. That's fine. But anyway, so moral of the story is, I saw him available and whatever. But then I look at his Instagram, and he has his Snapchat in his Instagram. And he DM'd me his Snapchat, and I was like,
are you kidding me right now?
And I was just done. I was like, that's disgusting to me. No, thank you. Because I know all he wanted was pictures. And to me,
probably of your lifting techniques and things like that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was really into lifting at the time, and that's what he was into as well.
And he probably wanted to know what kind of foods you were eating.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. I missed the opportunity.
Yeah, and what your boobs look like.
Yeah, exactly. So ever since then, I'm just like, ugh, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
So you still like him or you don't?
He's so hot. I hate him. Stupid face. Stupid sexy face.
Stupid sexy face. I like some of these that are listed. One guy says Bill Nye. I don't know why, except for maybe Love Actually. Bill Nye, not the science guy, the actor himself.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was the one that sang the terrible song about Christmas, I believe.
Yes.
I
believe you're right.
Which is hilarious. It's crap. We know it's crap. Good morning, Jess. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good. You got a guy that you want to admit to, or maybe a girl. I don't know. Maybe a food. Maybe a dog. Whatever it is. Who are you attracted to? Who are you ashamed to like?
It's a music. And
Say it again. What? Say it again. You cut out real quick.
oh, a musician.
Oh, a musician.
Oh.
God, I hope not. It's not who I think it is.
No, it's Usher. If you've ever seen Usher in concert.
Usher?
So great.
You can,
Oh my God.
I feel like it's okay to like Usher. I feel like you're okay on that one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. So Jess is crushing on Usher. Sarah from the Cams, I knew it was coming. She said Chad from Nickelback.
Okay, not only did Sarah say Chad from Nickelback, she also said Vin Diesel and Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo, the cartoon?
Yes, Sarah's got a type because if you were to be like, who is Johnny Bravo IRL, I would say Vin Diesel and Chad Kroeger.
Combined. Or separately?
Combined, yeah, exactly.
Somebody says Bugs Bunny in a wig and makeup. I already told you Jessica Rabbit is she's too buxom for me.
Well, Rick Barnes would disagree with you on that one.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I feel like I could see Rick Barnes with Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Megan, I love this one. Captain Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean. Is that the guy with the tentacles and stuff?
Is it? Yeah. Or is that Davy Jones?
Oh, I don't. Now I have to Google it.
Yeah.
This is why
Google Captain Barbosa. Oh, here's another one. Willie Nelson, the thought of rugged skin surrounded by the scent of weed drives me crazy. 712-328-8970. Who is someone that you're ashamed to be attracted to? Who's your guilty pleasure? Good Lord. I'm a lesbian, but for some reason, William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe?
As the Green Goblin or just regular Willem Dafoe? That's what I want to know. Well, we had one call.
That was good. It was a good supplement.
Oh, speaking of calls.
Sure.
Speaking of calls.
Uh-huh.
The Charlie Bit My Finger YouTuber is 18 years old now, by the way.
Wow. Charlie. Oh wow, here he is, guys.
Pope Francis is preparing for death, allegedly.
Oh.
He's got pneumonia in both lungs.
Wow.
It's not the way I
want to go. That's tough.
For what it's worth, these are the most painful ways to die.
Go on.
I will tell you.
Go on.
Please do continue.
I got time. I can do it.
She's got time. Put the clock on her. Oh! I'd rather be drinking.
Bottle openers.
She's back, guys. She did it.
Okay. 13 seconds to spare.
Where do you think Gabby Petito is now?
Where? Didn't they find her body?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
Actually hoping you get stuck in traffic so I could listen to it longer.
Let's get it. Traffic on the river.
Checking that traffic just after 8 o'clock, 8:03 here on the Fiasco. Thanks for tuning in. It's Jake and Elise. 4 below, by the way, here at the River Studios. Not getting much warmer today. 3 for your high. Scattered flurries. Low of negative 19. 19 below overnight tonight. Gross. Cloudy skies as we check the traffic. The trouble spots eastbound Dodge between 168th and 144th, according to the total traffic tip line. That is behind a little bit because I see that traffic is moving well. 680 northbound, southbound also doing its thing, which means it is moving the way it should be right now. Looks like a car off the side of the road right about the F Street on-ramp onto JFK northbound, which is creating delays back to about Q Street right now. It shouldn't last for. I don't think it should last for long. It's not really in the way. They're off to the right side, so just a heads up there. Anything else you see, call it in. Total traffic tip line is open. 402-551-2277. Looks like everybody's taking it easy this morning, not going too fast, other than rough country or. Well, was that the license plate or
no,
was it a truck?
Sticker in the back of his, on the back of his, and then he was an Alabama fan on top of it. Oh, and he was just tailgating people and speeding through.
That's the best part about being a host on the radio is that you can put people on blast.
Absolutely, like tailgating,
especially if they have
in this weather.
Especially if they have a personalized license plate.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna light you up, bro. No, we don't do that very often. We should do it more often. We should do it every morning. What we should do is we should do
air our grievances.
Well, no, not even that. Just we should call it drivers on blast, and you could call in and report crappy drivers on your way in.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, one time there was this one lady putting makeup on going 60 down Dodge, and
how did it look?
Well, I'll tell you what, terrible. But so then someone actually emailed me the picture of this person and said, "Is this her?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's her."
Nailed it.
Yeah, found her.
All right, just be kind, all right, and be a good driver.
Yeah, be a good driver.
Don't be aggressive, especially in the morning. People are just getting their day started.
In this weather.
They might not even have had their coffee yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me their coffee.
As I said, we're talking with Dr. Rachel Scholes coming up here about her Psychology of a Murderer program that's going on in March. It will be at the Astro. That's where she was last year as well. For those of you that went, an interesting talk. She's got all sorts of profiles of people that have, whether they've been serial killers or whether they've been one-time I mean, it's interesting. If you like that true crime stuff, it's definitely something you're going to want to turn into. As we lean into that, I've got for you, these are the most painful ways to die, Elise.
Great.
Are you ready for it?
Let me know.
As told by science. Science! These are the most brutal ways to die. Decompression sickness. Doesn't sound much fun. More casually known as the bends, right? Radiohead had an album called The Bends. Decompression syndrome occurs obviously when someone transitions from a high-pressure environment to a lower-pressure environment too quickly. It's most common in deep-sea divers who plunge into the water with compressed air, pressurized air from a tank that lets them breathe normally. According to Harvard University, diving with compressed air causes you to take in extra oxygen and nitrogen. The body uses that oxygen to breathe, but nitrogen dissolves into the blood, and the pressure decreases closer to the surface. But if the transition happens too quickly, nitrogen doesn't have enough time to clear out of the blood. Help, I'm nitrogen, I can't get out.
Yeah.
The excess nitrogen spreads throughout the body into surrounding organs, damaging blood vessels and blocking the blood flow. The bubbles also lead to severe muscle cramps and pain up until your organs die, and you followed by it. So don't make sure you don't get the bends, all right? Get in your decompression tank.
Yeah.
After you go
up
sea
slowly.
diving.
Go up very slowly.
Right. Go very slow. Here's another one on there. Getting eaten alive by bugs.
Oh, I didn't know you could actually, like, literally.
Hey, though far less common today, death by bees was once a common torture method. Can you imagine?
That's true.
They sentence you to death by bees. If it involves stripping a person of their clothing and placing them between two hollowed-out logs with just the head and limbs sticking out, torturers would then pour honey all over the person's body and into their eyes.
Oh,
They would
in their eyes?
I would also force to ingest milk and honey to cause the tchotchkes, cha-cha-cha, and repeat the process for days on end. Bed bug bites are usually harmless. However, severe infestations could lead to anemia, as bed bugs feed on blood.
Wow.
Yeah, they're little vampires, they are.
That's awful. Okay.
Radiation poisoning. Well, this is more likely than either of those two, probably. High doses of radiation can burn the body from the inside out. Skin begins falling off in layers to the point where the body leaks gallons of bodily fluids through exposed flesh.
That one's my all-time favorite.
Yeah, talk about
biggest fear.
Talk about urinal butter.
Oh, gross. That's my biggest fear, is to die of radiation poisoning.
Really?
I don't know why. That in deep water.
You probably played a lot of video games growing up.
Yeah, maybe.
That was probably it.
Chernobyl was my first
that was
cognitive memory. I don't know.
Jeez. Finally, being burned alive is the last one on the four item list. Being burned alive typically causes death in just a few minutes. However, those few minutes are torturous.
Yeah,
So.
before you pass out from shock. Gross.
Yeah, I hope you pass out from shock. It'd be awful.
Otherwise, you gotta suffer till the Yeah. Gross.
Okay.
Well, this has been uplifting.
It absolutely is, and we're going to talk with Dr. Rachel Schultz coming up. Again, that program at the Astro, the Psychology of a Murderer. It happens on March 15th at 8 o'clock. The tickets are available through Ticketmaster.com and I believe theastrotheater.com. So, all right.
All right.
I don't think. You know what? We'll just move on. Put the lotion in the basket.
Put the lotion on the
Or
skin.
you're gonna get the hose again. Oh, that's real cool.
Oh, fun.
Gabby had flowers growing in her van.
What?
Gabby had flowers growing in her van.
Oh, you're watching it. I started watching this, but then I stopped because I was going to wait for Jordan.
We all know COVID hit, so everybody's locked in their homes for months on end. And Gabby and Brian, decided to go out to van life.
Yeah.
I look at you. You look at me. I think we're going to do this. Rachel, is it Tolls? Choles.
Tolls?
What is it?
Tolls.
Okay. I knew I was saying it wrong, but that didn't stop me. Yeah, we get basic sometimes. Oh, that's the song coming up. You look at me! Delete.
Cool. All right, birthdays are ready. Figured I'd get that done right now.
Nice. Well done. Proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, is this going to take us? It's not.
Joe, the D is silent. I was just thinking about him the other day, and then this song popped up, and I was like, well, look at that. Would you look at that?
I don't want to know about tickets. I was just clicking to see where it was. Thanks.
Thank you.
We need a song that goes between this and the other. I need something with this type of same beat into Careless Whisper.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe. Do you have something better?
No. When you ask me, a lot of times I just blank because I get so excited to
pressure.
choose. Yeah.
We're gonna do this one, I guess.
I'm going to follow Rebecca. Or Rachel. Nope. Rachel Tolles. Sorry, I knew it was one of my sisters' names.
T-O-L-E-S, right?
T-O-L-E-S. Ugh.
Better write it down. Let's make sure it doesn't go too long.
Okay.
Okay, let's goal it between 5 and 7 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
You got it.
And we need to reset.
Okay.
March 15th at the Astro.
March 15th at the Astro. Dr. Rachel Tolles, there she is. Follow.
Oh, what a sad story.
About Gabby Petito,
What do you think happened? Like,
what do I think?
She's gonna break up with him or something?
I think that he was.
Just controlling.
I think he was definitely a narcissist.
Oh, yeah.
Not like how he's a velvet. No, he's an actual narcissist. And I think that he just got angry with her and killed her. And
man.
I think that's just what happened.
I guess whatever. I don't understand how. As a non-murderer, I guess I don't understand how you get so mad that you hit somebody, first of all.
Right.
Kill somebody, second of all.
Right.
Like what exactly goes through your head that you're like, yeah, this is a good idea?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Are we talking in 30 seconds?
We're going to not talk.
Not talk?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go get water then.
Yeah.
Jake's in charge.
You hear that?
Best of luck.
Do you hear that? You and my cousins, you and my cousins. Do 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 do. Tonight the music seems too loud. Wish that I could lose this crowd. Baby, you're better this way.
Please stay. I don't know. I feel like we learned a lot when that body cam footage was released. But Gabby Petito.
Oh, when they pulled him over?
Yeah. Because, like, she is, like, hyperventilating and, like, you can see that she's clearly not okay. And then he was just such a smooth talker. And it was
such a smooth talker. You must be a murderer.
He was just like, oh, you know, she just gets this way sometimes, and she's like trying to make excuses for him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think she was just so young she didn't know what to do or how to get out of the situation.
How much older was he?
I don't think much older. He just looked like he was aging horribly. Like in the documentary too, they said, yeah, he always looked like he was 10 years older than everyone else.
Yeah. All right.
So she was 22 years old when she was murdered in 2021.
Yeah.
And then, what was his stupid name? Brian Laundrie. And then he was only a year older.
Oh. Okay.
But he just looked old and ugly. That's the goal, Sarah. 50 degrees. Everything's gonna get real sloppy out there now. Whew. Love Seether. Did my taxes yesterday.
Wow. Bold.
No, you're not a fool.
Oh, they even gave us questions for crying out loud.
I know. That's what I was saying.
All right, you got it. I'll just do the resets.
You got it. Yeah, get your taxes done, man. Coming upon that time. Good morning, Allison.
My problem is I think I'm waiting on stuff still.
Oh. Yeah.
I actually could probably log on and get it, but
Yeah.
I haven't got to that point yet. This weekend I don't have anything to do, so. Well, that's not true. I got a Creighton game on Saturday, but.
It was the first year I had to do, I started stock marketing this last year.
Yeah.
So it's the first year I had to do taxes with that.
Yeah.
And it kept saying like foreign money payouts. Like I got foreign money or whatever. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's because I have stock in Vanguard and I didn't realize they were Irish based. So I got 8 cents back from them that I had to claim. Nice, Allison.
Sarah's here?
Yeah. Oh. How long did it take? I want my money.
Being basic.
I should probably look over this.
Being basic.
Okay.
You got a minute and a half, Rachel. We got 2 minutes on the song, so I timed it out pretty well.
Yeah, you did.
Basic. Just order a poppy. You're holding the line up. It takes 4 poppies for you to. Well, that woman just had a soda in her purse, and that guy was like, "Ah, whatever, go ahead." That's how you make your money, bro. You're gonna be out of a job.
Can you tell that Jake used to man a swimming pool?
I didn't. I never worked in a movie theater though.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like they correlated
1
in my
minute.
mind because the only time we really went to go see movies was in the summertime. I bet she'll call Brad at 8:20.
I bet she'll call after.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, we can do traffic and all that good stuff, and
We could, but I mean,
and then
it's
we
not
can.
when I wanted to go. That's not when we told people.
And then we can just kind of maybe.
Got 12
slowly-
seconds, woman.
We'll just be.
There she is.
Aha!
Good morning. Hey, hold on just a second. We're gonna go in 20 seconds, okay? Okay. Not funny at all. 89.7 The River. That's Joe DJO. You might also know him as Steve from Stranger Things. New music right here on 89.7 The River comes to you on a Wednesday, February the 19th. Of course, we are Jake and Elise on the Fiasco. Remember, if you go outside today, you're not going to want to stay there very long. A high of just 3 scattered flurries, 4 below right now at the River Studios as we welcome in from the Psychology of a Murderer program coming to the Astro on March the 15th, Dr. Rachel Tolles. Good morning, Dr. Rachel Tolles. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. It's great to be here. How are you two doing?
We're doing well.
Other than being cold, we're doing pretty well. Yeah. It's not.
It's been a brutal winter.
It really
has. Everywhere.
It really has. Where are you calling from this morning?
Well, this morning I'm actually in South Carolina where there's been snow. Not today, but lately. So it's just been interesting.
Yeah, I bet it has. They don't handle snow in South Carolina quite like the Omaha Council Bus Metropolitan area does.
They're not prepared. Yeah.
No, or like Winnipeg, where I'm from, which they really know how to do it.
So you're very used to snow, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Well,
I'm actually more afraid of the people who aren't used to snow than I am of the snow.
That's legit. Yeah. That's absolutely legit, 100%. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We talked a little bit that you are doing the Psychology of Murder tour, or Psychology of a Murderer tour. How did that where did that inspiration come from?
Well, so I'm a forensic psychologist. I've been studying murder for decades now, and it's just been something since I was very little, which I talk about in the show. I actually was at the Astro last year, close to around this time, talking about the psychology of serial killers, and I've studied them extensively, and I call them like albino squirrels of the murder world. But then I had a lot of kind of demand, because they're very rare, they're rare.
Right.
But then I had demand, like, I want to hear about the psychology of the murderer in the everyman, like the murderer in all of us. Like how is it that some people get there and just cross that final line and snap? And so and there's so many cases that are fascinating to me. So I thought, well, this would be a good show to really examine family systems. So I combine what I understand, what I've learned for all the years I went to school about family systems with what I know about forensics, and it's kind of an interesting. It's an interesting combo because a lot of people who study forensics don't study family systems, and I think that's an error. I think if you really want to understand what gets people there, you have to go way back in time to not only their family of origin, but to their family's family of origins. You got to keep going on the lineage, and you'll see like, oh, there's boundary violations galore.
Right.
And then you look at these boundary and different types of boundary violations. So I look at those, some of them subtle, some of them not so much, and then how those combined with their current situations and current external factors become accelerants and lead them to be like a pressure cooker and to snap. And what we've done in the true crime world, unfortunately, is you'll see these shows which will be like, okay, well, here's what happened. Here's a crime scene. They finally catch the killer. They label him or her a psychopath, and then they call it a day.
Right.
I bring in puzzle piece number 2, which is, okay, but how did they get here? Because to me, labeling someone as a psychopath is kind of letting them off
the
without
easy way
actually
out.
examining. You know, it's kind of like we stop looking. We stop being curious.
Right.
Well, it turns out their great-great-grandfather was Richard the hatchet murderer, and just so happened to pass down.
Yeah.
Well, and
yeah.
So Rachel, we're speaking with Rachel Tolles today, who is going to do the Psychology of the Murder tour coming to the Astro on March 15th. And you're talking about these one-offs, the kind of, like you said, the everyman murderers. And so I saw that you'll be covering cases like Chris Watts and Aaron Hernandez and then the Menendez brothers. Chris Watts was one of the most disturbing cases that I remember watching unfold in front of us. What is it about those three that kind of intrigue you into talking about them or exploring them?
Ooh, I mean, well, again, really, so I'm so glad you bring up Chris Watts, because a lot of people, even, when I'm with a company who helps get these things going, and they're like, Chris Watts, why? And unless you're a true crime fan and really get into this stuff, Chris Watts is a name you might not even know. But and so all I have to say is Chris Watts is the guy who put his 2 little girls in oil tanks. And the minute you say that, they're like, oh, yeah, that guy from Colorado. It's like everybody knows this case. And it is one of the most haunting cases because unlike a lot of family annihilators who you can actually trace back their behaviors. Like, okay, yeah, he was committing fraud. He had all these affairs. He was doing all these things that was he was crossing these boundaries. Mm-hmm. With Chris Watts, none of that until 5 weeks before he kills his family, he starts an affair. 5 weeks before. And as I started doing more digging, there's a case, Chris Coleman, who's a family annihilator that people know less about, but also killed 2 little children and his wife, and had very similar family dynamics. There's just, and all of a sudden, and it's like, 5 weeks or so before he started his affair, boom. Then you've got the family's dead, and then you look at Scott Peterson, who still says he's innocent, but it's like, he started an affair, and really shortly after that, he said. So you start looking at okay, so this is interesting because this means that whatever it is about this affair, it's a part of one of the accelerants that get them there, and then what is going on inside of them to make them have such black and white, all or nothing thinking, and then you really have to examine the layers of that to see how someone gets there. And the reason I like to do this is because my goal is prevention. And if we just label something as bad or evil, we're not really looking at what causes the person to malfunction in the first place. It's kind of like if you just label a car bad when, people know, well, don't ever buy a car that was built on a Monday because the people who build them were drinking all weekend, and those ones are more likely to fall apart. But if you don't do the research, it's really true. It's like if you don't do the research, some people are like, well, some cars are just bad. It's like, no, some cars, they're malfunctioning because they were wired improperly, or they have things put in the wrong way. So if we can just look at what that is, we will have a better chance at preventing these things.
Yes, I think that's so fascinating. I feel like did you watch Mindhunter? Was that one of your shows that you indulged in? Because you're actually and you're actually featured on quite a few different segments. You're talking about the Aaron Hernandez and the untold murders of Bristol. You talk about the is it Gilgo Beach murders, which I'm very interested in watching that one now that I see that you're on that. Is there any case that you've covered that you just constantly think about, or like haunts you, or just like impacted you in a way?
Very good question, and it's going to sound like, I guess of course, but I mean, it was the case that got me to go into forensics and psychology in the first place. It was Jeffrey Dahmer, and the reason why and then of course, now of course, there are many more people that I can name, but it took me 20 years of he helped me become who I became, because I kept thinking, wait a minute, because I saw Ted Bundy and I saw John Gacy, and I was starting to see, I get how people can at first write these people off like maybe they were just born bad, even though now I do not believe it at all, because the more research you do, you're like, holy cow, they've gone through things, and families are really good at covering things up. But I was like, Jeffrey Dahmer is a rare person because he did all these things, but he didn't quite fit. And so he was one that for a long time I just wanted to understand how he got there, because when he murdered his first person, because most people, by the way, here's a fun fact, maybe a scary fact, but most people who commit murder don't go on, obviously, to do it again. And usually, once they've crossed the line, they go one of two ways. They either really clean up their act, stop drinking, they really just go to church, they're like, I'm never going to do anything bad again in my life, or they go the other direction where they start really downward spiraling and they start drinking, and sometimes they take their own lives. Jeffrey Dahmer, but most serial killers, when they kill for the first time, it's like this high, and then they have to keep going. Well, Jeffrey Dahmer, between his first and his second victim, there were 9 years, because he was like in the first category of a person who's like, okay, I'm going to really try to stop drinking, I'm going to move in with Graham, I'm going to go to church, I'm going to try to do all these things. And then both the first and the second murder were not planned. But because when he woke up after the killing of the second person, suddenly he just decided, I guess I'm just destined to be a serial killer, and then boom. But it's just a different, you just have to look at them and you're like, okay, well, that's how he got there. But there are obviously many more factors with him.
Yeah. That is fascinating.
Crazy.
And I also see that your show features a Q&A section, and I know that that's probably one of the most busiest times. And I wish we had hours and hours to chat, because I am just fascinated by this and by your knowledge of all of this. But thank you so much for meeting with us today. We really appreciate you calling in. March 15th at the Astro, you can find Dr. Rachel Tolles. It's the Psychology of a Murderer tour. And this is, once again, it's March 15th at the Astro. Tickets are on sale now.
Yeah, they're available through Ticketmaster. Dr. Tolles, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you when you're coming through.
Thank you so much.
Do you know what's in the future? Obviously, last year was Psychology of a Serial Killer. This year's Psychology of a Murderer. What's next?
So right after the Psychology of a Murderer, I fly to Australia to do my Psychology of a Serial Killer tour out there.
Oh.
And then there's a lot of TV stuff that's been in the works. I've written a book, which I'm still just doing the kind of final touches to, so that people can actually pick up the literature and read what I'm, show's pretty short compared to me deep diving in the books. So there's several things. So it's just there's going to be things coming out that are going to be happening. So I'm excited about that.
Do you, when you go to other places like Australia, do you tailor your program to fit maybe serial killers that they've had, or do you focus on the studies that you've done?
That's right. So I just came back from a Canada tour. Being Canadian, it was really fun to be in my home and native land. So it was fun to talk about some pretty notorious cases. That they're mainly my favorite one to talk about is Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka.
I was going to say Ken and Barbie.
Stop.
Yeah, Ken and Barbie. And honest, that is the one that really. But I mean, I got to say, and this is why I got to stress, the Q&A section is the most powerful part. I mean, yes, I've got a lecture that you'll learn some things, but come in with your most burning questions, because this is a place where you can ask anything you've been dying to ask about any case, and chances are I've done some research on it or extensive research, depending. But when I talked about Paul and Carla, people have already, for years since that case happened in Canada, have had their minds made up about Carla Homolka. Like, she's the devil, da-da-da-da. And when I explained to them the dynamic and how it all happened, how she was 17, not excusing, because, of course, investigation is not condoning or excusing, but it's just
the
examining how did she get there. I watched every single audience member shift. And even my tech woman who was out there doing the tech part, she's like, my parents came to the show twice. She said my mom couldn't believe, everyone now has a whole different viewpoint of, who Carla Homolka.
Yeah, because she's out now.
Oh yeah, she's been out forever. I mean, she only, I think she did 12 years, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, once again, Rachel, thank you so much for calling in today. So fascinating. Hopefully we'll have you back on the next tour.
Is there a website we can go to?
Hopefully I hope you guys come to the show.
Well, March 15th at the Astro.
I'm planning on it now.
We're close by.
Okay,
is there a website we can go to follow the latest cases that you're delving into?
Yeah, I mean, you can follow me on social media. I'm on social media at Tolles House, TOLZHAUS, or Dr. Rachel Tolles. You can find me either way. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And, of course, you can go to the website, psychologyofamurderer.com or psychologyofserialkillers.com, because I'm going to be probably doing Serial Killers Tour Part 2, which will cover a whole new bunch of serial killers, because it was such a big hit that people want me to come back and talk about the albino squirrels once again.
Yeah.
All right. After Australia, I want to hear your Australian accent when you do your shows here. Okay.
All right. You'll hear. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Tolles.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Okay. You too. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Dr. Rachel Tolles, again, Psychology of a Murderer. The show is at the Astro Indoor. It's not at the amphitheater. It's indoor on March 15th. Tickets available through Ticketmaster.com. You know what? I find it fascinating that you are so fascinated with it.
I mean, it is very fascinating because
you knew Ken and I don't even know who that is.
The Ken and Barbie murders.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That is a big one up in Canada. It was the most prolific murderer, serial killer.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Basic insanity.
It's just crazy.
Birthday's coming your way. We'll do a pop quiz as well. Thanks for joining us. It's the Morning Fiasco with Jake and Elise. Last check of traffic next on 89.7 The River.
I love it. Love it.
Hey, let's do birthdays after the stop set. Oh, said I did it for the dopamine. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Bodies on the line tonight. I can't tell you time tonight.
Lords of Acid?
What?
Holy 1999 Batman.
What did you say Lords of Acid for?
Oh, Phil said Bourbon just announced Lords of Acid. They have
Nice.
Carla Harvey from Butcher Babies now. Wow. Which one's Carla? Is that the blonde or the brunette?
I have to pee.
Go pee then.
Okay.
Oh, the brunette. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, you didn't mean in my chair.
No, not in your chair.
Damn it.
Oh.
All right, there we go. Did you hear me say we're doing birthdays now?
Yes.
Do we have a pop quiz?
We sure can.
Okay, I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
Dude, she's 48. She looks terrific.
Okay. Take it out of auto when the next thing starts, please.
You got it.
Buddy's on the line tonight. I can't have this line tonight.
Was that Gigi chick in Lords of Acid for like 5 seconds? I don't even know her name.
Actually hoping you get stuck in traffic so I could listen to it longer.
Let's get it. Traffic on the river.
Final check of traffic coming to you at 8:38 here on the Morning Fiasco. Jake and Elise, -4 degrees right now at the River Studios, on our way to a high of just 3. Traffic overall, fairly decent. Still a disabled vehicle, I believe, on JFK, just shy of F Street. Yeah, they are taking care of that right now. Tow truck on the scene. There's a police officer as well. So if you are around there, if you're getting on at F Street, is where you're going to encounter a delay. Otherwise, you're going to sail right through. Make sure you slow down and move over for the emergency vehicle in the area, the tow truck driver in the area. They would like to arrive at home just like you would tonight, all right? Otherwise, slick streets in the metro because of the snow that we've had and the cold weather. Again, like I said, that will continue. -19 overnight tonight. Take care of your pets. Take care of yourself. That includes not letting them out for very long. We got a guy in our neighborhood, at least. We call him Hip Walker.
Why?
Because he walks 2 dogs with leashes attached to his hips.
Hip Walker. That sounds like a superhero.
We have nicknames for a lot of people in the neighborhood, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because the dogs will bark at the window, and I'll be like, and I can't see from where I sit. Michelle can see through. I'll be like, who's that? She'll be like, oh, it's Hip Walker. Hip Walker was out there yesterday, and I'm like, does he not know that it's too cold for dogs to walk? Like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? And she's like, I think they've got boots on.
Oh,
but
the dogs?
Yeah, but she couldn't confirm that they had boots. Yeah, dogs wear boots.
That's so cute.
I'm telling you, poor Roxy needs boots. She looks like she's the winter dog, and she gets out there and she like stays out too long, and then she can barely make it back up the deck stairs because her feet are too cold. It's like, Rox, we told you, get in here. And she's like, oh, what? I was just eating poop. What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Thanks again to Dr. Rachel Tolles. Of course, Psychology of a Murderer will be featured at the Astro on March 15th. Tickets available, again, through Ticketmaster.com. 8:39. Usually we get back into music, but we're going to get into the birthdays now.
Happy birthday to TJ from your sister Sarah on the cams. Millie Bobby Brown turns 21 today.
Or if she's going by abbreviations, MBB.
MBB?
Well, you're talking about TJ. I mean, clearly.
TJ, MBB.
That's Terry Jr.
Yep. Sure. I see where you're going with this.
Yes.
Millie Bobby Brown, that is 11 from Stranger Things.
11.
And then she was also on whatever, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yeah. The girl one?
Yeah, the girl one. Amala Holmes or
Enola Holmes.
There it is. There you go. You got it.
Yeah, what the heck?
She's 21. Victoria Justice. You know her from, that one Disney show.
No,
she plays
I don't, but
Victoria
okay.
Justice. She's 32.
Where she plays herself?
Yeah, why can't I think of it? Oh my gosh, Ariana Grande was on it, and yeah, I used to watch it. I don't know,
Okay.
Justice. I don't remember.
Yeah, good for you.
Anyway, sorry, it was a long time ago. Anyway, Seth Morrison of Skillet is 37 today. Singer/actor Haley Duff, not Hillary, but Haley.
Oh, it's the sister. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right. She is 40 today. The drummer from Nickelback, Daniel Adair.
The drummer from Nickelback.
Yep, he is, and formerly from Three Doors Down. He's 50 today. The drummer, John Fishman from Phish, is 60. Singer Seal is 62. You saw him during the Super Bowl.
That was great. That's a good-looking seal.
That's a good-looking seal. Leslie David Baker, who's Stanley from The Office, is 67. Jeff Daniels turned 70. And guitarist Tommy Iommi from Black Sabbath, 77. And Smokey Robinson turns 85.
He's still alive. That's great.
Yeah,
I love
good
it.
for him.
Yeah. I did see that there was a song that he allegedly wrote about an affair that's been in the news.
What?
Yeah. I'll let you research it.
Okay.
He's 85, and that happened a long time.
Who was it?
I'll let you Google it yourself. YouTube.com/897. Wherever you want to join us for the last few moments of the show. Pop quiz coming your way after tracks from McGee and this one from 21 Pilots.
What?
Right?
Wow. We'll talk about it on YouTube.
Okay. All right. The Line is what this one is called. From Arcane League of Legends. It's new music, and it starts right here on your radio station, 89.7 The River. Who was it? Diana Ross?
Diana Ross.
I couldn't remember. That's
Ashley Simpson's mother-in-law. Wow.
Okay, I got to do pop quiz.
Is Ashley Simpson still married to Diana Ross's son? Yes, Evan Ross. She's been married since going on 11 years now. That's a really good question, Justin, and the answer is kind of yes to both. What? Diana Ross? And Smokey Robinson?
No.
Yes. So last year, 84-year-old, now 85-year-old Smokey Robinson admitted that he and Diana Ross had an affair when he was married to fellow Miracles member Claudette Rogers. Did she pass? Is that why? Oh, no, they just... Wow. They got divorced back in 86, so I feel like it's fine to talk about now. What about Diana Ross? Who was she married to?
They got divorced in 86?
Yeah.
That's 40 years ago.
Yeah. So I see why he's like, we can talk about it.
Oh, this paper is so hot.
Hot. Wait a minute. We got some overlapping times here. No, we don't. Just kidding. Yeah, so she was actually also married to Arnie Nace. Arnie Nace Jr. Well, I guess she wasn't married. No, she was not married at the time of the affair. And then she got married to Robert Ellis Silberstein. Where did her kids come from then? Where did
town
Ellen
needs
come
an enema.
from? Oh, that's right. And then Tracy Ellis Ross, who's from like Blackish and a few other things that she's amazing in, Girlfriends and Candy Cane Lane, American Fiction. Anyway, she's Diana Ross's daughter. This is her. And then this is Ashley Simpson's husband. And then she has 3 other kids. Okay, now that's all checking out. Got it. Okay. Understand. I didn't expect a deep dive on Diana Ross today. A97 The River, what's up? Oh. Well, I'll have to peek out and look. That's kind of great. Oh, I love it. Well, I appreciate the heads up. You too.
What was that?
There's a sundog in the sky.
Sweet.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
A sundog is like a circle around the sun, like it's a
Looks like a dog. Okay.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice. Nice. Anything at all.
Phone's for you again. Hi.
897 The River, what's up? Oh, you know what? Everyone's asking me who what your name was, and I'm like, I don't know. It was Lulu's mom. That's all I know. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, so was it Christine? Christina. Okay, now I can tell people Lulu's mom's name is Christina. And that's Chris.
You know what Roxy's favorite
Christina
toy is? To
What?
shake up and squeak?
What is it?
The skunk that we have right now.
Oh, wow. Jake just made a dark joke about a
It wasn't. It's a regular looking skunk.
Oh, it's just okay. Regular looking skunk. Got it. Well, thank you so much for the call and for letting me hold Lulu. I've not shut up about it. I promise. She's pretty awesome. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Lulu's mom's name is Christina.
Yeah.
That was Lulu's
gathered
mom.
that.
Yeah.
See, aren't you glad you answered it?
Me too.
If
yes, I am.
Caller ID, we know who we could answer and who the weird calls would be.
Yeah.
Sort of, at least.
Kind of.
At least we could call them back.
That's true.
They're like, what you say?
That skunk surprised me. Exactly. It was a surprise. Lulu, the albino skunk.
So the funny thing is that all the toys have been downstairs since we had to basically keep them downstairs for a week when the floors were being done.
Yeah.
And so Ed is sending me pictures of the sundog from his window.
Oh, send it because I want to see.
Anyway, but last night I was downstairs doing music for bingo tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And Roxy must have got bored of laying there, so she got up and went to the box, and she comes back in with the skunk, and she was so happy.
Oh, she's like, look at this. Hey, I forgot about these. Check them out.
And Steve was insane. She went and Steve found the piece of pizza, and she's like, squeak, 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 squeak. She just chews on it as fast as possible. Squeak, 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 squeak. Like, Jesus, you're crazy.
Oh, man. They're the best.
All right, ready?
Yes.
'89.7 The River. Yeah. Pronounces it McGee, spells it differently, M.K.G. Yeah, it's Rockman, the new song there, and pretty cool. Sounds like, you know what it sounds like? Police, old Police.
Time after time is what it sounded like to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it sounds like Cyndi Lauper?
That's Roxette.
Time after time is
that's
not
Cyndi
Roxette.
Lauper. You're right.
Stop it.
You're right. My bad.
All right,
I'm
you're not
sorry.
pulling one over on me like
Sorry.
you did yesterday during the pop quiz. All right.
Always. I know. I didn't even mean to, and now you're getting your revenge. You are exacting revenge.
No, I'm not. I'm going to give you. It's going to be nice to you because it's something that you like. 4 below right now at the River Studios. A high of 3 today. A few scattered flurries. The sun has made enough of an appearance to generate calls to our number 712-328-8970. Even got a text from Officer Ed sending a picture of a sundog, which is out there right now.
Christina called to tell us that there's a sundog out there, and then Ed sent us some pictures.
Before I knew what it was, I thought it was just a summer program for Omaha Parks and Rec.
Sundog.
But it's actually something in the sky.
Yes.
So you can check it out if you want to see a picture of it. I believe I sent a picture to Elise.
Yes.
Do you have time to post it on YouTube or not? Probably not. It's okay.
Probably
you
not.
just Google what
just
a sundog is
outside.
if you're not sure. All right. It is a Wednesday. We're over halfway done with our week. Skin Man going to roll in after 10 o'clock. Yeah, he's had a couple days off, so hopefully he's recharged and ready for an old school Wednesday. You can hit him up with the request, skinman at 897theriver.com. That's the email. Or, of course, you can also just message him via the Facebook, which we all see. So don't think you'll be like, hey, Jake sucks, but you're great. I see those messages, all right? And it hurts my heart a little bit.
We frame them for Jake and hang him in his office.
We do. And they're all over the place.
All over the place. It's crazy.
Pop quiz time. Okay, Elise, I don't even remember what yesterday's quiz was.
It was siblings because you bombed it.
Oh, that's right, siblings. I was trying to put it out of my mind, and you just reminded me of it. So now, scrap this quiz. Here we go.
Oh, jeez. He's tapping papers together. That's never a good sign.
Right, it is. All right, here we go. Trivia regarding serial killers, since we talked to Dr. Rachel Tolles, who
I'll do my best.
Not only is doing the Psychology of a Murderer series at the Astro March 15th, but last year did the Psychology of a Serial Killers. She has invested her life. We'll just put it that way, okay?
Fascinating. I wish she was still here for this.
Question number 1. Robert Ressler coined the term serial killer while a member of the Criminal Apprehension Program in what organization during the 1970s?
That would be the FBI.
Absolutely. Number 1, you're 1 for 1. Number 2, Thomas Harris's 1981 novel, Red Dragon, marks the first appearance of what dubious serial killer who was famously portrayed by Anthony Hopkins a decade later?
Oh, Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter it is. 2 for 2. Number 3, Bruce Springsteen's landmark 1982 song, Nebraska, from the album of the same name, tells the first-person story of what serial killer who terrorized the state in 1958?
1958. Gosh darn. I actually don't know this one.
I believe the name is also mentioned in the Billy Joel song, We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh my gosh. Who is it?
Charles Starkweather.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that one. Sorry.
Okay, you were flying. You were flying.
Well, you know.
Now you've landed.
Yep.
Now you've landed. Number 4, Nike's famous "Just Do It" slogan was inspired by the final words of a convicted serial killer named Gary Gilmore. Which of the 3 words in Nike's slogan does not appear in the quote from the death row inmate?
That would be just.
That would be just. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, he said do it. Number 5, Michael C. Hall is probably best known for playing the titular character serial killer on what Showtime drama that ran from 2006 to 2013 and has recently been reinvigorated?
Oh, Dexter.
It is Dexter. Congratulations. Number 6, what serial killer was never caught after a string of California murders in the 20th century? Killer self-identified with a cross circle symbol.
Cross circle?
What serial killer was never caught after a string of California murders in the 20th century?
Well,
this killer self-identified with a cross circle symbol. This question might be,
Zodiac killer.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be dated a little bit. Didn't they catch him
recently? So they think that they found DNA evidence to suggest that who he was. So they think they found. They think they are pretty sure who.
All right. Number 7, World Series of Poker professional player Phil Locke has been granted what serial killer nickname because of his hood and sunglasses worn while playing poker?
Hood and sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that makes me feel like Zodiac, but
no,
it's not Zodiac.
Think about
hood.
Yeah.
And glasses.
Think about the U.S. mail.
Oh, the Unabomber?
There you go, the Unabomber. There you go. Number 8, the Whitechapel murderer and Leather Apron are 2 alternative monikers used to refer to
Jack
what
the Ripper.
Famous London serial killer?
Jack the Ripper.
Okay. Yeah, he got it. Number 9 on our pop quiz about serial killers. In 1972, which active but yet to be identified serial killer was appointed to Seattle's Crime Prevention Advisory Committee?
Okay, one more time with the question.
In 1972, which active but yet to be identified serial killer was appointed to Seattle's Crime Prevention Advisory Committee?
Was it the smiley face killer? Who was it?
Ted
Bundy?
Ted Bundy.
Oh, he did so much.
That was,
there we go.
Sorry, I gave you the it was
Theodore?
I gave you the premature ding ding ding. Question 10 and 1 were the same, so hold on. Let me find another question here.
Okay.
All right, here's one. What famous serial killer's first murder was Sharon Tate, the wife of director Roman Polanski?
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. That would be Charles Manson, but he didn't technically kill them.
Right. He just led the group that did it.
Yeah. Still very sad and depressing.
Lots of other questions on here.
Yeah.
But you did fairly well.
I did all right. You want to give me another one for a bonus?
I don't know if that's a great thing or not a great thing.
I do find it quite fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm with Rachel on it, where it's like I'm more fascinated on the why. Why did you do that?
I got one more. I got one more for you.
Okay, go ahead.
What serial killer of boys and young men performed as Pogo the Clown at charitable events and?
He also owned a bunch of chicken places.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
like
that was his thing. He
Los
was in
Pollos
Iowa.
Hermanos?
That one? No. Yeah, like up in Iowa. Then he moved, and yeah.
What kind of chicken place was it?
I want to say it was a KFC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely bones.
Oh, that's also a depressing story. Yikes!
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay,
we won't talk about death and dying.
Be good out there.
Yeah, no doubt. Be kind, right? Be kind, and you never know what'll trip somebody's trigger.
Yeah.
It's 89.7 The River.
Bye. All right,
Cams. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you Thursday.